Hey, it worked that time. Hey, I just want to get this out there in cyberspace for when the aliens come and go through all of our data. We're still in the power gap. Uh, power gap. Remember the power gap from May 11th. That was just on top of the other two mini gaps that we had that solidified the bull market that we're in right now. But now I just want to let you know something. We've already passed. We've passed irrational exuberance. We're in the psychotic stage, right? But remember, we're just in space now. We haven't even got to outer space. And I'm talking about ASTS, I'm talking about NVTS, I'm talking about the Qs. But what I'm really talking about is when people are buying stocks, and again, I don't mind. Don't I'm not trying to criticize. It's just comical to me. And again, these were the things that used to make me bearish the market. Now I know that you can't be bearish. But I always found it. I look for the dash for trash. That's the last sign that the market's running at. First, you get the pauses and the consolidations, which the bears always think that's the end of the bull market. No, it's called consolidation. But sometimes then you get something where they say they're overbought. Overbought, if something's overbought on Monday and then 7 or 8 days go by and the stock's now consolidated, it's no longer overbought, it's consolidated, and then it goes higher. So overbought is an overused term, and it doesn't play out the way people think it's going to play out. Just like selling in May and going away, you just missed the number one month of the year, the best month of May since I think it was in the last 35 years. Selling in May and going away doesn't work anymore. Shorting doesn't work anymore. Nothing really works except buying stocks and watching them go up. And that's kind of annoying as an active trader. And I don't mind. I mean, I sort of mind, but I don't mind. You get in, you do your trades, and then I just feel like I just wasted 2 hours of my life. 2 hours sitting here waiting for something else to do. I mean, had DocuSign, buying it because it got beat up last week. NVTS, faux show, bro. Stock's going to $20. You know that. I know that. Never short the Qs. And ASTS. ASTS finally breaking out. Posted on StockTwits. 3 points away from going to 100. Now, why do I say that? 3 points away? Because when it breaks $39, you know it's going to 50, and it'll probably tack on another 50 points in a couple of days in this market. But let me get to my main point. Dash for trash. One of the funniest dashes for trash is when stocks are moving because the symbol or the ticker or the name looks like something else. So today there's a stock. Let's see, which was the bigger one? So let's go No Labs. No Labs was up big. KNW, right? And there's also another stock called KWM, which, if you look quickly, they're both the same symbol. That's why, which reminds me of a license plate that I saw. One of the best license plates ever, especially if you're a criminal. MMNMMWMNMMNN. That was the license plate. It just looks like a bunch of lines. So unless you take a picture of it, there's no way a cop's going to be looking at it. And like if you're like speeding away, I think the license plates might have been NMMNWMMN, or it could have been NMWMMNMW. But it's this kind of moment where I'm like, this is where you're at. You're buying stocks because the symbol of another stock is doing well, and then you buy the wrong stock and it starts to work, and you don't care because it's working. And then that picks up some steam. Next thing you know, KNW is on the scanner, and KMW, or KNW, and KWM are both now two of the top gainers of the day. And I'm telling you, that's the reason they're both up, because they look alike, like Telsa, Tesla's younger brother. Remember Telsa? No, you don't, because nobody should remember that one. But TLSA, there was about a 2-week span when Tesla was going parabolic to all-time highs that Telsa was also going parabolic. And you know it was because people are buying the wrong symbol. So look at Oracle. Why is Oracle moving so well? Because CRCL is on fire, the IPO, and people are saying, hey, it's Oracle's ripping. Meanwhile, you're buying the wrong stock. CRCL was the IPO, but ORCL is moving also. That's the market we're in right now. Love it, right? So again, these are the lessons that I've learned. These moments, this kind of absurdity, my default would be like, this is bullshit. I got to short something. Fuck that. Now you got to say that. That's addiction. See, the alcoholic, right, who goes 6 months and says, oh, you know what? I could probably have a drink right now. No, you can't. Right? So now I have to actually, like an addict, I see these signs and I'm thinking, oh, maybe don't short the cues because some stock is going up because you think it's stupid. That's what gets you in trouble. Buy. Stay psychotic. Stay irrationally exuberant because we only go up. Power fucking gap. I'll never fucking forget this time because I've been on the wrong side of a psychotic bull market every time. There's always a point where I'm like, all right, this is enough. I look for the dashes for trash, a little pause, a little volatility comes in. Oh, let me go short something, and it doesn't work. And then you lose money, and you just could have sat back and either left the office, which is the best thing to do when you're in psychotic bull market mode. You do your 3 or 4 trades, and then you're done. Right? What are we going to do now for the rest of the day? We're suddenly going to roll over and start crashing, right? I mean, seriously? We can't even break a prior day low, right? Thursday, right? Thursday, we had a blow off top. We broke the prior day low. And then what happened? Friday, we gapped and went. Good luck. Good luck trying to short, right? So basically, if there was a list of everything, a list of 10 things that I look for to maybe start shorting the market in general, I click 9 of those boxes, and the answer is don't short the market. Not even if all 10 for 10. You know when you want to short the market? Prior day lows. Let me know. And now, and I know this might sound funny, but last Thursday are your new generational lows on the QQQ until broken, right? Oh, but Kenny, we were at 385 and now we're at 531.50. You're still saying about, yep, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Until we start breaking prior day lows and actually staying below them, every pullback is a new generational low. So this kid, right? He's sitting here, right? Look at him. Look at him. He don't know. What does he know? He doesn't know the Qs were $85 5 years ago. It means nothing to him. He needs to know where we going now. Up. That's where we're going now. I don't care where we were 2 weeks ago, 2 months ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago. There's nobody selling. Shorting is illegal. We're still in a power gap. And now we've consolidated for a month and a half above the gap, tried to sell off 2 times in the last 30 days. Both were epic fails. Where are we going? All-time highs. And then what happens at all-time highs? More all-time highs. You guys, then you have people out there like my uncle, who's top ticked the market 3 times in his life. He's vowed never to come back. He bought stocks in 87, crashed the market. Waited 13 years to finally buy something again. He bought Cisco in 2000, top ticked it, the market crashed. He gets annihilated. What year does he come back to the market? You guessed it, 2008. And now since 2008, he's been out of the market. When he gets back in, that's when the market will sell off. Because there are people out there that they have this thing where they need to have it so overdone. Like every article he reads, everything he needs to see, market needs to be at all-time highs. Everybody needs to be bullish. Every article that he reads needs to be bullish. Then he'll finally feel comfortable about buying. And that's when it usually will have a little bit of a correction. And a correction sometimes becomes the crash. But let me say this one more time. I want to get this in stone for the aliens. We've crashed twice. Almost 2.5 times. In the last 263, there's only 225 trading days a year, right? Taking into consideration the holidays, weekends, you get roughly 225 days to trade. In the last 225 days, we have crashed twice. Remember, we're not even past August yet. That shit's still on my books. I have to look at that fucking month every day. August 5th, the yen carry trade, the fake crash that destroyed me, right? Remember that? And then we had the market was correcting and soon not crashing, but we had the correction that started in February, and then Trump came along with cardboard day, just waving that cardboard thing around, and suddenly we crashed, and we actually crashed again, more or less like 2 days later. But then we had the okay, I'm canceling everything, 12% candle trap set. Faux show bro over the 420, 443, 462.50, 478.50. Power gap into the 500s, 512.50, 511.50. And here we are, 531.61. What? Right. So here's where you're going to sell. If the market ever goes down ever again, sell. That's it. So I just basically sat here for 2 hours just waiting for, maybe I'll buy something on a pullback. No pullbacks. Maybe I'll short something. No, I'm not allowed to short anything. So what did I just do? For 2 hours, I basically sat here with my thumb up my ass. I held this uncomfortable hunk of metal up my ass. Died of dysentery. Give me the watch. Sitting here, doing nothing for 2 hours. I could have done a lot of different things with my life. So tomorrow, I'm doing a free show on StockTwits and YouTube. Watch it. I'm going to give some good insights. Wednesday, doing the thing with Yahoo. The hell am I doing Wednesday? I got a thing with the guy, and I'm doing the other thing, and then I got the algo guy. And then Thursday, I'm rounding up our old friends with Raging Bull. I'm going to show them, what's up with the algo and what we've been doing lately. It's basically the same thing we've been doing for the last 12 years. Nothing really changes. And then I got schmoozing. So this Thursday is going to be a big schmooze because I'm inviting a new group of new guys to come witness what I do. So that should be a good one. And then, we'll just, talk about some of these levels that we're expecting to see, some of these new names that I've been getting involved in. By the way, NVTS, I mean, when the pump gets dumped and it comes back, that's validation. I'm in now. I'm swing trading it, ASTS, same difference. There is zero reason to sell the stock unless it breaks down today. Because every pullback, when a stock finally breaks out, right, and then it pulls back and holds, that is your new generational low. Generational fucking lows, man. And what do I see? What do I mean by generational lows? It means that you may never see that price ever again for a generation. And I mean it. These stocks are consolidating, they're breaking out. That's it. I mean, it's just unbelievable. Like today, one of my favorite trades today was Tesla. Somebody said, "Hey, what do you think I should do with my Tesla? It got downgraded today." I'm like, "Buy it." I'm already losing. Buy it. But I already buy it. Whatever you're going to say next, the answer is buy it. If it was downgraded, that's good enough reason to buy it. But at the moment, it was actually breaking VWAP. So again, here's how I'm jaded, I'm cynical, and I'm a bear. Very difficult for me to be involved right now. This is the kind of market where I would normally get my ass kicked because I'm jaded, I'm cynical, and I'm bearish. And I want to do something and short things and I want to be that guy, right? But VWAP, right? Being jaded and cynical, when I used to tell people upgrades are downgrades and downgrades are upgrades, because there's always a nefarious, diabolical, as I'm twisting my mustache, there's a diabolical purpose to upgrades and downgrades. And it ain't for them to get accolades. They ain't putting buy recommendations on stocks so they can look good to their friends. They got a reason and a purpose, and it ain't what you think. Downgrades on Tesla. Why? Because whoever was looking to buy the Tesla on this dip didn't buy enough. So he's like, hey, calls his buddy, hey, I'm trying to get Tesla on the 285 here. Can you do me a favor? Downgrade it. Yeah, I don't know. Put a price target at 250. But everybody knows it's just to do it. They put the sell recommendation on it. They downgrade the stock, and next thing you know, the stock breaks VWAP and starts ripping. Why? Because that was the plan all along. So stocks like CoreWeave, right? You know it's going to 250, but there's going to be a day where some analyst comes out and says we're raising our target on CoreWeave to 7,000, and the stock will be gapped up, and then it'll sell off, and you'll be like, "What the fuck is going on here? Why is CoreWeave going down? This analyst just said the stock's going up another 10,000% from here." That's the game. So when the guy that has not schmucks like us with 200 shares, we're nobodies, feels right. You're in a stock at $50, trading at 160. You're feeling pretty good about your life. You are somebody. Congratulations if you still own CoreWeave, right? But there's going to be a time where the guy, the one that moves the name, where he wants out. You think he's going to hit market sell on 4 million shares of CoreWeave or 6 million? He's going to hit market sell on his E-Trade account? No. Here's how he does it. He calls everybody he knows. Hey, do me a favor. Yeah, I got to get out I got a 4 million share order here to get out of some CoreWeave. Do me a favor. Upgrade the stock tomorrow morning. Yeah, put some dumb price target at like fucking say it's going to 500. I don't give a shit. Whatever. Yeah. Yeah, envelope full of money. I'll see you. I'll see you over at what Mad Dog and Beans. We'll get the margaritas and the guacamole over on Stone Street. I'm in. All right, yeah, just downgrade it. So now he knows it's going to be upgraded. He knows it's going to be upgraded. So first, he buys to play the gap, right? Because he knows what's going to happen. So then he starts dumping into the gap. So the gap up cushions the blow of what he's about to unleash on the stock because he doesn't want to sell it as it's going down and wreck it. He wants the best price he can get on his way out. So he gets his buddy to upgrade the stock to cushion the blow of the sell. And that's when you say, why is the stock down today? It was upgraded by 3 analysts. They're all complicit. They were all paid off to upgrade the stock. No one's going to remember that Jack I can't think of the last name, Jack Flumagensky from CBT Capital upgraded CoreWeave with a $300 price target, and the stock went down that day. Nobody cares. No one's going to care about Jack Flumagensky 3 days after he makes the recommendation. But do you know who does care? Jack and his buddies that just made 2 or 3 million by manipulating the CoreWeave with upgrades and downgrades and using what they know. Because the upgrade, what happens? The upgrade gets caught by the newswires. The newswires get caught by other newswires. Those newswires are being watched by keyword algorithms. Keyword algorithms see the word upgrade, everybody's on. And that's how they get the stock to gap up. But the guy who's twisting his mustache is like, my plan is working. Start selling now. And then he starts selling into the gap. Nobody's the wiser. Some of the vigilant people who know what they're doing, like me, say, chances are you want to short the stock. Kenny, but the guy just upgraded. I know he upgraded, but when it breaks VWAP, you'll see the true nature of the upgrade. And that's what VWAP will do for you. If you want to be jaded and cynical, bearish, that's up to you. I wouldn't be bearish this market. How can you be? But if you want to be jaded and cynical and stay focused like I am, it's not every time. But when you see a stock that's been ripping and ripping and ripping, and suddenly a couple analysts come out of nowhere and they upgrade the stock, and you see it down for the day, you'll remember this conversation. Same thing for the downgrade, like Tesla. Guys downgrading Tesla because of uncertainty. Oh, you're just hearing about the uncertainty with the Tesla stock because of the thing with the TV and the chainsaw and the president and the Elon Musk. Oh! Now you want us to be weary of the name? Oh, okay. Yeah. When do I buy it? Oh, right now. Buy. You know what else doesn't make any sense? Solar stocks, right? Trump came after the solar stocks. They got dipped. Look at them now. They're all back. You know why? Because solar's not going away. It might be slightly out of favor. And again, if I become president, I'm going to bring solar back in a big way. There will not be any construction in this country without there being some sort of solar being involved. You want to build something, you're putting solar on the roof. Everything you're building, there's something's going to be solar. New house, I want to use these new solar powered shingles. You building you do no solar. Parking lots, solar, which is the best thing. You see them when they have them in the parking lots instead of just having the overhangs, like they have them at Hertz and Avis. They build and it's one of the best uses of free space because everyone is like, we're not going to take up land. Now you can just use the land that's being used already, but convert it like parking lots. Parking lots are perfect for solar. Like if you see when you go to the airport, where if it's not obviously if it's indoors, but they have the solar panels on top of the cars that are being stored. Solar's not going anywhere. And there'll be a revolution again. Once they consolidate, First Solar is going to buy them all. There'll be one company, and then the United States will buy out First Solar, and they'll just go, like what Obama was trying to do something with solar, didn't work out. Because I'm not an electric car fan. I was when they were cool, when nobody had them, but now that they tried to force electric cars down our throat, now I don't want one. See, that's how it works. I want a gas guzzler Hemi engine. Brum, 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 brum. So I'm not anti-oil, but it's no doubt we need alternative versions of energy, and solar is big. Solar and wind, they're not going anywhere. I don't care how many eagles or whales that Trump says are being killed, which is bullshit. And even if it's not bullshit, nobody knows more about windmills than I do. Nobody knows more than solar power than I do. Nobody knows more about oil dredging. I don't even know what the word is, but nobody knows more about it than I do. So that's it. We're trapped in a bull market. It'll never end until it does. And when you let me know when we start breaking prior day lows and staying below them, and I will change my tune. But right now, it is virtually impossible. You can't even short for more than 7 minutes right now. Seriously, you're getting 7 minutes tops. So what's the point? The point is don't short. If you haven't hung out with us, this is a good week to get familiar with who we are and what we do. A couple of different things I'm doing this week, but if you haven't schmoozed with us, and again, if you're the guy that keeps showing up to the schmooze and you still don't want to join the room, I mean, seriously, pony up the cash at this point because rates are going up again. Soon I'm going to include, again, this algorithm that I built. It's going to cost you guys some money. I'm not going to give this away for free after spending 12 years making this thing happen. But get involved. Get involved. This is not just about day trading. I know more about the market than anybody on earth. I do. I'm not trying to be funny. And, here we are. So when people would say, "Hey, what do I get for my money?" What do you get for your money? You're looking at it. This guy. When I think about all the things that you've paid for in life that weren't worth it, this is you get this is I'm undervalued by 90%. Get in now. All right. And Tesla new highs. I'll see you guys soon. Good luck. Bull market.